Glasgow recognises the relationship between a growing and inclusive economy and fit-for-purpose digital infrastructure. Digital technology infrastructure underpins almost every aspect of modern living, from work, travel, leisure, through to healthcare and education. Whilst it is recognised that connectivity alone will not solve the issues of digital inclusion and participation, it is clear that it's the essential foundation required to address this. Indeed, digital connectivity is now considered a basic requirement and the fourth utility. Digital infrastructure supports opportunities for economic growth by providing easy access to information, connecting people to businesses everywhere, and opening up new markets, creating new business models and industries. Robust digital infrastructure can transform economic development. Connectivity has already changed many aspects of the lives of individuals, creating new ways to communicate and socialise, and changing the way in which public services can be delivered, such as healthcare and education. The advent of the pandemic highlighted the essential requirement for robust digital infrastructure and the benefits case for increasing and broadening digital delivery in the examples I mentioned is compelling. So the overall aim of the Glasgow Connectivity Strategy is to increase the level of digital communications infrastructure in Glasgow, yielding the inclusive economic benefits associated with better connectivity. In summary, my role is to engage with the digital infrastructure industry to maximise their investment in our city. And that effectively has two interrelated aspects. Firstly, facilitating and encouraging strategic engagement between the Council and the connectivity industry to discuss and encourage investment in all forms of digital infrastructure. Secondly, ensuring that strategic engagement is backed up by action in terms of the work done by our telecoms unit to curate close and productive progression of activity with industry providers such as fibre companies, small cell providers and the council departments. This has facilitated faster and increasing investment in Glasgow. The telecoms unit that Glasgow established is a single interface to facilitate all aspects of digital infrastructure investment and deployment between the council and the telecoms industry. The unit is underpinned by coherent, efficient processes and systems that support all of the council departments involved. So whilst the interface is not responsible for statutory processes such as planning or road closure permissions, the coordination and streamlining of the various GCC processes related to infrastructure deployment reduces the overall effort from both industry and the council. Our strategy of proactivity and facilitation with respect to digital infrastructure investment and deployment has resulted in a strong working partnership with the industry and in many instances enables Glasgow to work with industry on wider investment and benefit to the city than the outcomes that would have resulted from statutory or event-driven engagement. Whilst it is fair to comment that this may have happened in any event because we're a large city, it is clear that strategic engagement by the council with industry to encourage investment and the operational activity facilitated by the telecoms unit has resulted in faster and increasing investment. So our successes include Glasgow has 5G mobile coverage from all 4 MNOs. We are one of a few cities to have signed small cell agreements with mobile operators and other service providers, which is still relatively rare in the UK, and this supports the upgrade of 4G as well as positioning Glasgow for further 5G deployment. Working closely with industry, we have just completed a number of leases for grass verges to minimise street clutter, and I believe this is a first in the UK. The telecoms unit facilitates regular meetings with the council's planning department to review telecoms planning applications, and as a result, changes have been made to associated processes in planning. A new mailbox has been set up for telecoms related deemed consent notifications to streamline that activity, and the telecoms unit and planning jointly developed process improvements for pre-app planning requests. So Glasgow is recognised throughout the UK by some of the biggest communication service providers as leading the way on barrier busting, and this in turn encourages these organisations to continue and increase investment in Glasgow. Glasgow City Council is focused on building its attractiveness to organisations wishing to invest in improving current connectivity and implementing next generation telecommunications infrastructure in Glasgow.